Hi, and welcome back to another edition of the Sunday Vibes at NST podcast. And we have got a great topic for you today. Elena Koshi is in the house, as usual.
That's right.
And joining us today is someone who's become one of our favorite regular hosts, right? Guest host.
Yeah, we like him.
Yes, we like him a lot. His name, Azroz Muhammad. Please say hi to Roy.
Hi everyone.
And
Thank you
Roy?
for having me again.
Okay, in a nutshell, really nutshell, just tell us who you are in case there are, people out there who did not catch the episodes where you have been a guest.
Okay, I'm a senior lecturer from UiTM.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a TV and film producer and a Zumba instructor.
We should have one episode, right? What can Azroz not do?
I think so.
Oi.
Then I
One
think
whole brand new episode on that.
I think so. We can go for about what? A few series on that
Few
one?
series on that.
Yeah, focusing on one aspect. of
One
his skills.
aspect, real. I
Okay.
feel hopelessly inadequate next
Okay,
to
you
him.
know what? Before you feel completely hopeless,
Oh,
we'll
dear.
just, continue with the show today. Like I said, we've got an interesting discussion that we'll be, exploring today.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
all about family, living at home. Okay, so Malaysians love their families, but how long is it too long to still be living with your parents? Okay. Okay.
How long?
So in this episode, we'll be unpacking the stigma, the savings, the house rules, and also whether it does make sense to still be staying with your parents in 2025. Because why, Al?
I don't know what to say.
Elena
actually.
is nodding.
I'm just nodding sagely.
Okay. Before that, let's just clarify. Out of the three of us, who is
Yes.
actually still staying with their parents?
Okay, you.
I'm
you,
going half hand.
You cannot see it, but I'm putting up my hand.
Okay. So I'm going half hand because I'm kinda. So I think Roy is
I'm
the only one who's not
Who's not?
living at home.
I left the nest at 18.
Ooh.
I never really left the nest.
And where was the nest, Roy?
Sungai Petani, Kedah.
Sungai Petani. So he's far from home. And your nest is in
Klang.
where you need a visa.
Yes.
To get
You need
to.
a passport to get to Klang.
Right.
But I left the nest temporarily for 8 years. Then I came back. I flew back.
You flew back.
Yeah.
Why did you fly by? I mean, wait. Why did you fly back? Fly by.
Fly
Why
by.
did you fly back?
I flew by a few rounds, but it's so much easier staying with parents.
Okay. That's a short answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Roy,
Yes.
what do you miss most about not living at home anymore?
My mom's cooking.
Okay.
My dad's yapping.
Right. Your dad yapped.
I think pretty much it's my mom's cooking lah.
Your mom's cooking.
Yeah.
And Elena, you don't qualify for this question
No.
because
But
you're
you
there.
can say, what can't I live without?
Oh yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay.
My mom's cooking.
I think that's the glue that
Yeah.
that binds all of us
That
to
draws
the home, right?
everybody back home. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, then I'm going to circle to another question.
Okay.
What does adulthood mean to you, and what do you think? Do you think that living with your parents make you less of an adult? Who should answer this
Oh
one?
my God.
Elena can answer this one.
Yeah,
Okay,
ladies first.
let's put it this way, okay? I have never really grown up. It's got nothing to do with me living with my parents.
Okay.
But my emotional growth is like 5 years old, maybe. No lah, 11 years old now. I've
No,
grown up a
wait. I want to
little.
ask you what does adulthood mean to you?
Adulthood is basically in charge of your life and doing the things, paying the bills.
Okay.
Living your life. Working, making your own decisions.
Okay, stop there. Roy, what does adulthood mean to you? Before Elena gives me a long list.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
never
long
ending. There's a
to-do
long
list lah.
Exactly.
Adding on top of Elena's list.
Okay.
All of that.
Okay. All of the
And-
above.
Yeah, all of the above.
Okay.
And I think to be more responsible of your own actions. Adulthood.
Taking responsibility.
responsibility.
Living with the consequences of your
Yeah.
decisions. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Sounds about right? Because mine would be probably the same.
Same, you think?
But I don't think it makes me any less of an adult though if I were to live with my parents.
Exactly.
It just makes me an adult with better home cooked food.
Yeah.
You
right?
couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Exactly. Okay, then the next question then, what's the one thing that you wish your parents understood about what it's like to be an adult in today's Malaysia?
Oh my God, why are you giving us such tough questions?
lah.
No, because it's something to think about.
We have
don't
to
you
be
think?
smarter a bit.
You have to be smarter than me.
Okay, so what do you wish? What do I wish my mom knows about the challenges of
Yeah.
being an adult today? Oh dear.
Tough.
I think it's a tough question, but I think it's not that she's ignorant of what's the challenges today, but I think it's a lot different during her time. Roles, male and female roles were a bit more, different and clear cut, as opposed to today, where a woman is equally as independent and makes a living and has a career just like a man does. So in that aspect, it's a lot tougher. We don't have sheltered lives like how it was before. So I think she has learned that over the years. So I don't think she's not in the dark about the challenges that we face.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Roy? Do you think your mum wished that you were still staying or living at home with her? Or does she acknowledge that, especially, I think it's different for a guy, right?
Yeah.
Because I think
I think so.
Yeah,
I
because
think so.
because my mother always, or my dad always says, wonder when your brother's going to move out of the house. But if it's a girl, I think they would rather I stayed with them than, fly the nest. Do you think your mum wishes that you're still staying at home with her?
Sometimes I think when I first left, which is I don't know how many years ago, mathematics failed a bit.
Okay.
Umur 18, 18.
Right.
She actually hesitates to let me go.
Okay.
She asked my uncles and whatnot, should I let him off,
Fly
away? And then my uncle would say, he's a boy, let him.
Yeah, that's it.
Go and experience, go and learn and whatnot. So I guess in that sense, my mom might not wish me still there. For some reason, I think even now, she might wish I am there because all my siblings, we are not staying with our parents. Yeah, except for my second sister, which is staying in Penang, quite close in a way, about 30 minutes or 45 minutes away like that. But I think sometimes she do wish that we are around.
Right.
But every time I go back, right, if I stay longer than 1 week, right, she will start asking, "Oh, you very long your holiday, ah?"
Don't you have things to do?
like,
Yeah, so I'm still like, okay.
You've overstayed your welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's whipping the welcome mat under
yeah,
his feet,
yeah. Take it away. But do you think there is a stigma attached? Do you think people look at you differently if you were to say, I'm still, or rather when they realize that you're still living with your parents, at maybe you're 30 and above, for example?
I think it's a Western concept.
Right.
I mean that's how I look at it, because in the Western world, if you're still staying with your parents, you're considered a loser lah.
There's something wrong with you.
There's so many comedies on this where the guy is staying in the parents' basement and
correct.
not earning a living and sitting and watching
Yeah.
TV and drinking beer and sitting there.
Yes.
So that is. I think it's predominantly a Western concept where by the time you hit 18 or
You're supposed
after
to fly the
college,
nest, yeah.
just bugger off and
Yeah. Independence.
Yeah.
Do you think independence is more encouraged in the Western world than it is? Because I feel like in Asia, or maybe in Malaysia, or maybe it's in the Malay family culture, I don't know. It is actually, if you can keep the children with you for as long as you can, that
I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with children staying with their parents. I mean, I'm not saying it because I'm staying with my mom, but I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily, because I think at some point the roles will be reversed and we'll have to take care of our parents, right?
Yes,
correct.
that's
And
true.
the best way to do it is to let them enable them. You see, back in the Western world, you have all these retirement homes
Yes.
where they get to stay.
Old people's home.
Yeah, with people, with peers their age and everything. We don't really have it here, or maybe we are now slowly
starting to have a lot of very fancy old people's home.
Yeah,
remember?
but it's very expensive.
Yes,
And
it is.
it's beyond anybody's ability to to live that way here. Whereas in the West, it's like a norm.
It's a normal
you
thing.
Yeah, yeah,
stay
yeah.
with retirement homes and you have fun playing mini golf and
Yeah.
those kind of things. But I like the Asian concept because
Right.
I feel family. There's no timeline to it because your family for life. You take care of your parents just as how they took care of you when you were a kid.
Right.
And I think it's a privilege to stay with them. I like the idea of staying with my mom. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay, Roy, if you had total freedom, no financial or family obligation, all right, you left at 18, presumably to see what the world has to offer for you, right? To seek employment,
Yeah.
I'm guessing, right? But if you had no financial or family obligations, would you choose to live at home with your parents?
I like your question, because if I have no financial problem, no really obligations and whatnot, I would love my parents to stay with me.
For your parents to stay.
Yeah, I would
right.
like my parents to stay with me
Okay.
instead of me staying in their house, because for me, parents' house is parents' house.
Okay.
So I have to have my own as well. So if I can, I might buy a house close to my parents' house, and then I'll be staying there, and they can come,
Right.
and then they can go back to their own nest once a while, and then they come back.
Right.
Yeah, instead of me staying there. If I have to stay with them, then I have to be responsible of at least for the electricity bills,
Yes,
buying
of
the
course.
groceries and whatnot, not burden them with any grocery stuff, financial stuff anymore.
So
There
providing for
shouldn't
them.
be, we should be the provider now.
Right. Is that what you do, Al?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay then. But then living with your parents, you're living with your mom, hypothetically lah. Do you think it would have held you back, or does it hold you back from doing things that you want or being the person that you want to be by having to live under the same roof as your parents? Like, are there things now, Roy, that you have been able to do compared to like if you had still lived with your parents that you would not have had or been able to do?
Yeah. I think in a way, if I'm, let's say hypothetically that I staying with my parents, there might be certain things that I'm able to do in front of them. But, parents will still be parents. They still will
Right.
be
Yeah.
like telling you, they will always say, aku makan garam lagi banyak
Yeah,
daripada you.
yeah, yeah. My
So they
dad
will
likes
start
to say
diri
that.
and whatnot. So I rather stay out of their side, and I can do whatever I'm doing.
Right.
And at least now, since we are working, right, I don't want to be stressed in front of my parents. I don't want to be show to them that I'm having problems.
Right.
If I stay with them, I cannot hide those.
Right. You don't want to
Mom
worry them.
instinct is strong.
Yes.
They will know. Even though you don't tell them, they will know. And then they will start showing some, perangai. And
You mean
whatnot.
Merajo, is it?
Yeah. Why you don't want to tell me?
Why you don't want to come to the table and eat with us now when you're
Yeah.
so busy trying to finish your work? I get that sometimes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'd rather have a separate house, but still close.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Al? Living under the same roof, totally. And this is your family home, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how
Well, I can't throw orgies. Wild,
you want to throw
wild
Birthday cancel lah,
orgies
birthday
because
can
my
lah.
parents are
unless
my
she's
mother
away
is
for the
there.
weekend?
Unless she's away for the weekend,
Yeah.
can't do the things
Yes.
that I would like to do in my head.
Do you have to clean up after
I have
yourself?
to clean up after myself.
Okay.
Can't be a total slob.
Right.
Can't walk around my underwear,
Cannot
walking
wake up
around.
Okay. Do
You
you have
know?
to be
Can wake up
around
late?
when she has her friends or family over? Maybe, on days that you don't want them to be around? Do you
Yes,
make
okay,
excuses?
but those are few and far between.
Okay.
Because as she gets older, she's a little bit more introverted, so that's a good thing for me. But generally, I think, aside from all those things that I mentioned, I don't think she has cramped my lifestyle all that much.
Okay. Okay.
Because my mom is one of my best friends, so So
Are
I
you
have
allowed
that
to bring
relationship.
boyfriends home?
Not overnight lah.
Not
so,
overnight.
not overnight. It's
Okay.
not an Asian thing. Young people, if you're listening to this, I do
Oh, you
not
sound
bring
like
men
such an
overnight.
auntie.
I'm such an auntie. But bringing boyfriends home, what's not? I mean, I don't see, I mean, I think in her age and my age, I think she'll be so happy if I brought a man home for dinner or something, right? Seriously, I mean, like she's like, at least, oh God, thank God,
Somebody in pants?
someone in pants. Now her standards have dropped, so someone in pants coming back to the house. Yeah, I think she'll be very happy.
Right. Did your parents have house rules? Do you remember them having house rules
Oh,
when you were
yeah.
living there?
My mom never explicitly say that, but I will always make sure I back home by 7:30.
Really?
Wow.
Even as an adult?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
No wonder you are
I
living away.
usually don't come back late unless I am working.
Right.
Sometimes because like now even I sometimes have to shoot like very late and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
on, right? Because I wish my mom morning and good night every day
Okay.
through WeChat.
Okay.
So if there is a time that I have to stay very late because of productions, I will let her know, please go to sleep. I might shoot until 3-4 o'clock. And then just like that. Sometimes just a voice note. So I would just let her know.
So you will preempt her, manage her
So
expectations.
that she will not be worried what happening to me. So I usually don't text her when I'm sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she a warrior?
Yeah. So after a while, like maybe 3-4 days, I didn't WeChat her and whatnot. The moment I call, usually I'll FaceTime. She will say, fallen sick ah?
Oh,
I say, yeah. So I lost my voice. I cannot. But cannot
text.
text me.
Right, right. Okay.
So you still have that lah. But my dad no.
Okay.
My dad pretty much as long as you're back before 10, then it's okay already. Yeah. But I'll make
Okay.
sure I back before 7:30. For some reason, I always do that.
Okay.
What about your dad and your
My dad.
mom?
No, because mine's a different kind of situation because like I said, I used to study in the UK. So I left home twice, like Roy. So I left home at the age of 18. So throughout my university years, I was living out. I was living with my housemates. I would come back on weekends to check up on them. And then they continued living in the UK while I came back to Malaysia because I was offered a job with TV3. So I stayed away from them for a very long time. And it's only recently when I realized that they're getting older and doing that trip, it's 13 hours flight from
flight, yeah.
London to Malaysia and back was not going to get any easier as they grow older. So I remember saying to them, look, if I buy you a house and make it really nice, can you promise that you will relocate, come back to Malaysia? You can still have your place in London, but Malaysia is your base. So I think my dad thought I was joking, but I made it a reality. I made it happen. I did the whole thing, right? And so now they're back. And although I do have my own apartment, I realized that, it's a big house that I've got them.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm always asking myself, how can I repay them for everything that they've done for me? Right? Because I've been staying away from home for so long. I don't feel that I've had enough chance or enough time to spend with them and be useful to them. So when they moved back and they moved into the house that I bought, I decided that I am going to do my filial piety thing. I will move back with them. So as far as I'm concerned, it's their home. I'm moving into their home. And I try to have some semblance of life because obviously I'm an adult, mature adult with my own needs and that. I have my little kingdom in my own room downstairs. They stay upstairs. So, but my parents are good in that they realize that once I'm in my room and I close my door, it means I need my privacy. So they don't disturb. If they need me for something, it's normally the knock comes because my mom has cooked dinner. And then it will be like, however, in living with my parents, I realized that I cannot be as free as I would like. Not in the, the horrible sense, but in that the moment, say I want to lie in, on a Saturday morning, but I hear my mom already tinkering in the kitchen at 7.
So you're obligated to help.
Ordinarily, I would love to just not get up, just stay in my room, just do my own thing. But I feel bad because like my mom's out there probably preparing breakfast. How can I make her feel like a maid by just staying in my room, right? Because it's courtesy, right? Etiquette. So then I would like drag myself out. Okay, so I will go. I will go. Or sometimes I just feel like vegetating. I don't want to do anything. But then my dad will say, hey, do you think maybe you can drive me to Sepang or something? Because the thing is, you work the long week and then at the weekend is the only time when your parents get to see you and want to do stuff with you. So I will just muster up the energy and just make that time, because I feel like, for 5 days I've given my time to the office, to people in the office, to my pickleball friends. I think the weekend I owe it to them. So those are the things that I have to navigate by living with my parents. But if I want time out for myself, then I will tell them, okay, I'm coming back late. I'm going Zumba with Roy. And then after that, I'm going to have my mama. So don't expect me to be, back
Yup.
early. Yeah. So I think my dad has learned that to not question me unnecessarily or put a curfew. Because the one time he did, he said, "What time do you call this?" And all I said was, "I'm not 15 anymore." And
They
that,
always forget about
yes,
that.
but I think as long as you're under the same
Yeah.
roof as your parents, they will still see you as a little child,
Oh
right?
yes,
So
oh
they still need
yes.
protection from them.
That needs protection. And my dad's always like yours as well. Like, I got garam in my pocket. I don't know how much garam he has in his pocket, probably overflowing. But that's to say that he
But
knows.
it's so funny because my mom, right, when I come back late, she's standing at the balcony, right?
Oh my
Like
God.
keeping an eye.
Who's
Like when
coming
I'm
back with
parking
you?
my
Like,
car.
how late would you stay up?
Anything after 10 lah. She used to
Okay.
stand. So one day I stood there and said, if anything should happen to me, like suddenly somebody comes and accosts me and,
Yeah. What can you do?
what can you do from the balcony? Like, what? Like, your presence is going to repel thieves and robbers?
Yeah.
I used to laugh at her. It's funny. But yeah, I mean, they still, I mean, living with your parents, come on, they still have their little rules and things that, you.
But do you think, Roy, if you were living with your parents, do you think it makes it harder then for them to actually accept that you are an adult, that you have grown up, and that you should be given your license to basically be an adult and do whatever adult things, adults do?
Um,
Do you think they see you differently if you were living?
I think they will.
Yes.
Even I'm not staying with her as well, with my parents as well. There is a time where she was still asking me what I'm doing and stuff like that, even though I'm not being together, staying with her. But then there's one time that I think I have a heart-to-heart talk to
Ooh,
her and
you have
whatnot.
heart to heart. Okay.
As long as I'm not doing something bad, right? You know I'm out there. You know how I behave myself. Well, she know me. So definitely I will not be doing drugs or whatnot. So
Right.
don't need to worry.
Right.
Worry about me.
or wild orgies or anything.
No, I will not
No,
do I
he'll
will
just
not
say
do-
we're another place for
Yeah.
that.
So then my mom was saying, well, as long as whatever you do, you feel happy and you're not hurting anyone, go ahead. If you want to share with me, please do. If you don't want to share with me as well, it's okay.
Right.
But don't let me find out.
Right.
That's it.
But Al, does living at home, do you feel that you are still sort of, being manjed, which means it sort of slows down your
definitely.
process of adulting?
Occasionally I do because, I'm still my mom's little girl. Especially when you live at home, right? There's a certain, she still functions in that role as a parent.
Yeah.
They don't outgrow that role.
Yes, that's true.
They will always be your parent. So of course there are certain things that I do that she's still boss line in the house, right? So I need to make sure that there's some unspoken. Okay, for example, like my dog, right?
Okay.
Like she hates it that I bring my dog into my room. So when she goes to sleep, I'll sneak my dog inside my room. I hope she's not listening to this recording. And then before she wakes, me and my dog, when we hear her, we'll both be alert,
Oh my God.
We'll both be up, and then I look at my dog. My dog will look at me. I think it's time he went downstairs before she finds out. So things like that. I mean, we still defer to her in that sense. I mean,
Right.
there's no point. You see, they are your parents, whether you like it or not. And
Yes.
of course, like you said, right? Like you still go make yourself get up and go into the
Yes,
kitchen
yes.
Yeah.
and do things because there's that unspoken thing.
Yes.
And but that's all. I think that's a great it's a great cue that we have grown up. Because we understand that we are still honoring our parents.
Yes.
We're still doing things, and I think that's a beautiful part of adulthood. Because we recognize that, you know what, they'll always be our parents. We are not going to say, oh, you know what, you're no longer my parent, I'm an adult and I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to do, whatever I want to do.
No.
Yeah.
But I think that's the beauty of being an adult, recognizing that there are times that we need to honor them.
Right.
And they will never stop being our parents.
True. Okay,
Yeah.
on that note then, what happens when you've had a fight or an argument with the parents and you're in the house? Is there like a silent treatment, Cold War thing going on? Or
There's a bit of a Cold War.
How
Because
long
like,
does a Cold War last?
it doesn't last more than a day. I will never go without saying sorry to her, even if it's not my fault. But I will never go a day without saying sorry to her, mainly because she's 82. And I think right now she's on bonus time with me. I am not going to let one day go by without me being angry.
Yes.
Because you know what, anger is just a feeling and it comes and goes, right? And you only have your parents for that finite amount of time. Are you going to waste it being angry with them?
True. Very true.
Correct.
What about you, Roy?
I don't think I ever have a fight with my mom,
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
but my dad, yeah. Because my dad is quite a garang person. But usually not because what I'm doing. My dad only like scold me during mengaji lah. Yeah, because of my lidah. That time I'm a mixed, right? So Chinese lidah
Cannot pronounce.
pronunciation, certain wording, it's very like Bismillah, Allah. He will like. Then I will run away to my grandma's house, whatnot, and then but still I will come back lah.
But as an adult, have you ever had
As a-
any discord with your parents, and how has that been resolved?
As an adult, not much. But oh yeah, last year I did with my dad.
Okay.
When I'm going back to Perak, Teluk Intan, so my dad want to visit his mom. So you know that the new jalan already open, right? Not the typical federal. There's another highway.
Okay.
I cannot recall what that highway is. So Waze, sorry, not public, not promotion here. The Waze asked me to use that route, and my dad is not familiar with it. So and it saved more time. It's like 1 hour time save.
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But expensive lah because a lot of
The toll,
tolls.
yeah.
So I just go there and he keep yapping. This is not the route. This is not the way I always go. And then I said, I'm driving, right? Can you just let me drive? So I reached Teluk Intan nicely and whatnot. But when come back, he warned me already. Jangan guna jalan tadi lagi I said, if I use tapah, mean I have to go down tapah and come back to
Okay.
Tani.
Right.
And in that application, we're already saying, if I using the same route, I will reach 3:30. If I use the long route, I will reach 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And his reason?
He said, no, that road is salah tu. And then they keep happy. And then I said, okay, I'm too lazy to fight over
So
this.
you went that way.
I just went that way.
Okay.
And memanglah jam and whatnot.
Did he apologize?
When I think I stopped at one of the R&R, he was saying, wow, lama
Oh my God.
I'm like, my mom is already touching me here.
Calm down. Calm
me
down,
here.
boy.
I said, memanglah lama, tapi tak apalah, kita makan je lah. But my
But
tone is already
seething
changed. My
inside.
tone already changed. And after the R&R, while driving, I speak not a word. I'm just driving.
but it's okay lah, because you had such control. I have to give you a slow clap.
Yeah. And I find I have to do that with my dad too, because he'll say something like, no, because when I used to drive, this was the route. And I said, Dad, this is no longer, the same road that you
yeah.
had,
And
because
the same
everything's
traffic
changed.
that-
The same traffic. There was less cars back then. You want to see the sea route. He wants to see the sea, but it's going to take us 2 times more longer, right? No, but I insist, because Waze, doesn't really take. And I'm like, oh, I have to control myself. I'll be like, let me do some adulting. Take a deep breath. Just follow. Just follow. What does it take to follow?
Then,
My mother
when
just-
then reach home, complain lah. Sakit pinggang lah.
My mother just prays loudly, which doesn't do much.
Pray.
praise very loudly when I drive. So making me feel like as though I'm going to drive her
F1.
to
No,
heaven or
Elena does not
something.
do F1. Elena, a horse.
Yeah, there's a
It's
horse
a
and carriage.
canter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a canter, not even a gallop. Elena be like, if you're in her car, I'd be like, tuk, 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 tuk.
That's a driving shop.
All of you
Oh my God,
complain.
flying
Stop
like this.
complaining. I have taken you from point A to point B
Safely.
safely.
And
Yeah.
normally I'll say, can I just drive your car?
And
your
do you know
car.
how she drives? She drives like a
F1
Formula
driver.
One driver
go.
on steroids.
Okay, and
Okay,
that topic on for another show.
Okay.
You know what? Time is
Yes.
almost at the end, so I'm
That's
gonna
right.
just fire some rapid fire questions. Don't
Sure.
overthink. 'Cause I know you guys are prone to overthinking.
Okay.
Okay, short, sharp. Huh?
Short and sharp.
At what age did you stop getting scolded, Elena?
I'm still getting scolded till today. What do you mean at what age?
Okay, Roy. At what age did you
Not
stop?
scolded lah. Tegur lah.
The go.
Like Elena,
The go
still
is
lah.
what? Reprimand. Is it reprimand?
Reprimand, scolded. Just say
Scolded.
scolded.
Yeah
Okay.
lah. Still lah. Still lah.
Still. Oh my.
Still on certain
Hey, you
things
don't
I
talk.
do.
You still get scolded or not?
Yeah.
Nagged.
Nagged.
Is there a difference between nag and scolded?
Kena be a bill.
There is, right?
the same,
Yeah, it's not quite scolding because scolding is like very one. Okay, never mind.
Next.
Sorry, mom. Okay, name one thing that your mom refuses to let you do in the house. Al.
Cook.
Why?
I wish my mother would not. Okay, why? Why? What have you done? You can't cook.
No, actually I can. I
But-
can cook.
But
But I don't know. She just doesn't. Okay lah. I think no. I cannot say that because she does want me to cook occasionally, and I'm like, I'm too tired, mom. But yeah, but no lah. Actually, come to think of it, nothing lah. She
allows you to do everything.
allows me to do everything.
No
Okay.
drug lah.
Huh?
No drug lah.
Yeah, except for doing
In the
drugs and having
house.
wild
In the house.
orgies.
In
Yeah,
the
aside
house.
from that. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Nothing much. She allowed me to do almost anything as long as no harming anyone.
Okay.
You?
Not refuses to let me, but she will nag if I don't have some food before I leave the house because I'm
Oh.
usually like whizzing out of the house, because I'm always in a rush.
So
She'll always be,
she
"Nanti
want to make sure you
angin."
are full lah.
Yeah, like today, like this morning, for example, I was rushing. And then as I was dragging my bag, she was putting some bread and trying to like put in the sardines in between the bread and insisting that I take the plastic. And she's like
And-
literally following me to the door. And just take this, eat in the car. So that's my mother.
Aw.
Yeah. Okay. Who controls the TV remote at home?
My mother.
Okay. Roy?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever you go back,
Whenever
you
I
have the
go
remote.
back, but most of the time when I go back, we hardly watch TV. We always
okay.
chat.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's because
always chat.
Elena lives with her mother, so
It's like a race
mother
to
is
the
queen.
TV, you know.
Okay.
Race
When
to
I'm
the
a
TV.
little bit slow coming down, that's it lah. Her channel is on.
Serious?
Yeah.
Is there no compromise?
No, because she keeps saying, no, my program is going to start.
Okay. If your mom calls you 5 times in a row, what's the first thing that you assume has happened? Al.
5 times in a row.
Five times in a row.
5 times in a row. What do you assume?
Oh, something serious lah.
like what?
maybe
What could be serious?
my dog collapsed
Right.
or something my sister
Right.
happened to my sister. God forbid, but something serious. Yeah, she wouldn't call me 5 times in a row lah. Otherwise,
Right. Okay.
someone kicked the bucket. That kind of things.
Okay. What about you?
I don't think my mom ever tried to call me 5 times in a day. But the moment my phone ring, any other person call, I will just ignore sometimes. But if it's my mom, it's my dad or my aunt, family members, I will stop the class and immediately pick up the phone. Because my mom knows not to call me if it's nothing
Yeah.
serious. Usually when she calls, it's something serious.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I will make sure I either pick up the phone immediately or I will call back immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm just-
always something serious lah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think whether my mom has attempted to call me 5 times in a
So
row.
far, no lah.
Yeah, she tries to, ever since I've become an adult, she tries to leave me alone pretty much. But when she does call, it's it has to be something serious. Then I would definitely not
Remind
ignore
you to
it.
buy something back.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, to get something
I mean, but she wouldn't do
home.
it 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably like, can you buy the
Get
santan?
something.
Or me and your dad are going out, or if you come home, we're not home, then don't worry.
My mother has learned the joys of WhatsApp recording.
Oh.
She's learned that lah. She's good.
My mother learned it recently, but what you will hear when you click to hear the audio, there'll be a long pause.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when it comes in the middle, suddenly, if you can get this.
She don't know that it's recording.
I'm like, why is there a long pause all the way to the middle? Can you just like, as soon as you click, can you say something? And it's so cute.
But my mom is quite naughty, There's one time she called out of the nowhere. I quickly pick up and she asked, "Do you know where I am?" No? Where are you? I'm in Cameron now. What?
Oh.
You drove? Yeah, alone.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Where's that?
She's braver than I
She
am.
don't know. You don't know.
She doesn't know.
So I was like, "The sister know?" Yeah, she helped me book the hotel.
Wow.
Wow.
You want me to come down now? No? I want to be alone
So
watching the tea plantation. I'm like,
So she just wanted to tell you that.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like worried. Like she just says,
Right.
"You know where I am now?" I'm like, Where? Hospital, something like
Yeah.
that. No, I'm in Cameron. I'm like,
Yeah. My
God.
dad is notorious for not telling us where he is. And that really irritates me. Then I feel like I'm playing the parent part, Because my
Yeah.
dad will suddenly decide, okay, I'm going to go off and, Friday prayers, for example. We know he's gone for Friday prayers. But then he doesn't come home. It's 5, 6, 7.
Oh, go
And I'm
lepak
like,
coffee lah.
OMG, where is this man? And he doesn't come. And then finally, we're so worried because he doesn't have data, wherever. But, we're so Wi-Fi'd everywhere now. He could easily have
Yeah.
done it. And then he'll just come, walking in, like waltzing in, like nothing happened. And he'll be like, what's for dinner? And we'll be like, Dad, where have you been? Smayang was like until 2. Oh, I met with my friends and we decided to go off and, 70-year-old men going off God knows where. But heaven forbid if I were to do the same thing.
Oh my God.
He'll be like, why didn't you think to call?
I
We were worried.
know.
We were worried in case anything happened to you. So I think one set of rules for parents and one set of rules for the
Yes,
children.
yes, always the case.
Always the case.
Always the case.
Okay, last question. What's the one thing you're still scared to do at home, even as an adult?
Oh,
Oh,
bringing my dog up to the room lah.
okay.
Both my dog and I are scared of her.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Roy?
Still scared to
Yeah.
do at home
Yeah.
with parents around?
Yes. Even as an adult. Because maybe as a kid, you're not allowed to. But as an adult, you should be able to have license to do pretty much what you want. But you still cannot do this one thing.
I don't think there's anything, but this is the thing even though I go back, if I told my mom, good night, mom, I'm going to sleep. If my light is still on,
Yes.
she will say, outside, not ketuk pintu or anything because got window from the room. In Chinese lah, bukan kata nak tidur.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why your phone still got light?
How about you?
I'd say 2 things. Because sometimes, like when you come back and you're really tired and it's already midnight and you just don't wanna mingle. Because my parents sleep late. You don't feel like mingling. You say, hi, I'm so tired, blah, blah. And I go to my room and I'll switch off the light, but I'm on the phone. I might be texting or maybe I'm scrolling. And then they'll be like the next morning, I see you were online at 1 o'clock or something online. I thought you were tired. And I'm like, damn. So yeah, or things like, for example, if I want to have private conversation or maybe, I don't know, a Zoom meet with, whoever, if it's a guy, for example, then I'll be like, hey, when are they going to go to sleep? Even though I'm in my own room, and even if I'm an adult, I still feel shy, for them to know anything about my private, personal life, I don't know. I mean, you say you talk to your parents about everything, but yeah.
Mother.
Mother. Okay. So yeah, and you can have heart to heart. So anyways, you know what?
That's
Time's up.
Time's up again. So we've come to the end of the show. Final question. So do you think there is a stigma to still living with your parents, or do you think it makes perfect sense in 2025?
It makes perfect sense to me. Doesn't have to make perfect sense to anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
do you agree, Roy?
To me, yes, it still make perfect sense, especially if you have siblings. One of the siblings definitely have to stay with the parents
Right.
to take care of them, to be the person in contact if anything happens. Yeah, unless you're the only child,
Yeah.
then definitely stay with the parents. It's better lah.
Right. That's interesting. Because if you were to pose this question to a
Westerner?
Western person, it's completely different, right?
Yeah.
Completely different mindset. Okay, and on that note, we've come to the end of the show. And before I go, I'd like to remind you all to please not to forget to get your copy of Sunday Vibes, which is inside the new Sunday Times. Failing which, just go to NST Online. And we've also got an Instagram page where Elena handles, and it's... Go on then.
I'm trying hard to get into my phone right now to see what's it called again. Sunday Vibes _NST.
Correct.
Sunday _ Vibe. No. Sunday Vibes
Sunday
_
Vibes.
NST.
Okay, we will get that right one day. But anyways, so we've come to the end of the show. I'd like to say thank you to Roy for
Thank you so
joining us.
much.
As always, very
My pleasure.
interesting discussion.
Yes, it is. Yes,
and
it is.
Elena, we will make him our new best friend now.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So until the next time, bye.
Bye.
See ya.